Alright, just trying again, only on Twitch. Nope, getting same issue here, huh? That sucks because the bandwidth test was looking so promising, too. Yeah, I could have just, hopped on during a bad day, I guess. I mean, probably not too surprised. Everyone's probably using the internet and stuff during the Super Bowl, so. I mean, it's still looking kinda good. Part of me wants to give it like another couple and a half minutes. And if things kind of remain steady, I'm gonna go for it. Oh, the bit rate's improving. That's a very, very good sign. Okay, I think we're kind of at a good point now. So, Hello everyone. Sorry about that. Yeah, it's like all the tests and all that stuff and preparations were going very good, and as soon as I hit that live button, the stream started dropping packets all over the place. So, what I'm gonna do is that it's only gonna be live on Twitch, but I will plan on a post upload to YouTube immediately afterwards. This might also cause the stream to be a little bit shorter than usual, just because I'm gonna keep an eye on kind of like the stream quality and stuff, and making sure it's kind of up to par. Because the last thing we need is for things to get really wonky kind of in the middle of it. And for all I know, this could be like either a really short session, or just where I have multiple attempts edited together to one part or something like that. So uh and I mean, it is going to be kind of a little hard to tell just kind of how much I'm gonna do today, because after the gym leader, it's going to be a lot of academy stuff. So this could be a very, very low progress kind of part, because last time we caught up in regards to some of the Western Paldean stuff. We basically had a easy Titan fight and an easy Team Star fight. So I pretty much spent most of the time kind of low-key exploring and training up for the next gym fight. Now, yes, there is a Titan that's in the vicinity, but we have to be really careful not to accidentally run into it, because it's definitely one of the tougher fights for a reason. So we got to be a little extra careful. Don't let the surrounding trainers and Pokemon fool you. It's a bit of a spike for sure. And I'm kind of debating whether or not I should have at least like 5 gym badges before I go and attempt to fight it. So yeah, I do apologize for a little bit of kind of like a micro hiatus of sorts. It was definitely not intentional, because like I mentioned right after the last stream, I was sinking my teeth really into Persona 3 Reload. Definitely was one of the games that I was kind of looking forward to at the start of the year. Then, like, not too long after I got it, I had like one of my kind of freelancing jobs is real estate photography. I had like a really, really extensive or was it that the following weekend? Oh man, see, I don't even know what weekend it is. Actually, I don't think it was. Man, I had to like really double check to see if it was that weekend or not, because I'm literally drawing a blank. Point of the matter is that the past couple weekends were busy, and it was also very hard for me to kind of do stuff throughout the week, because I just had like a really busy patch, including a real estate job that like literally took like 7 hours. because I had to do like not only like the standard photography, I had to also do both drone work and this like was considered like a 3D Matterport scan. So you get like a 3D layout, kind of like a 3D virtual tour, so to speak. Um, I say that is my Pokemon evolved into Jumpluff. So it was kind of between that and kind of just being exhausted from it that it was very hard for me to kind of be in the mood to stream. So that's kind of why I've kind of been out of action for a little bit. And when I did have time to stream, as well as energy, the laptop that I used to stream, had to run an update that took like a very long time, so there was that too. Let's see who do I wanna. Trying to think what would be like the next good Pokemon to train. Actually, you might be handy. So. Cause yeah, where we left off, we were trying to train. I think no, we're trying to train you and these two. Alrighty. Did we fight you? No, we didn't. But yeah, it was between like new games, doing freelance stuff, and I had days where I honestly was just like very tired and didn't really feel like doing much. That's kind of why a lot of streams kind of weren't. Um, that's why I had a lot of days where I didn't really stream. Of course, when I didn't stream, I was playing Persona 3 Reload. Very, very good remake. I am currently at the beginning of the fall semester period, so I have all the team members, and we're kind of near kind of like the end of kind of like the first stretch. So basically we already have kind of like the basic setting like established, and as well as like our key enemies and stuff like that. We just haven't gotten to the point where like various things that were established early on kind of get turned on their head, and therefore extend the game out a bit. Because yeah, Persona games, at least in terms of 3, 4, and 5, yeah, they are lengthy. It also doesn't help that, especially in the case of Persona 5 Royal, it already took what was already a lengthy game and made it even longer. So yeah, streaming, when I get around to streaming those, it's gonna be a very, very, very interesting endeavor, to say the least. Because yeah, you think doing this is a little crazy. Well, I mean, in a way, it kind of is. But some other games like the Persona series would be even a bit of a crazier idea, especially 5 Royal. Um, uh, I think depending on what Persona 3 I do, because yeah, there's like plenty that I could be doing. I could do 3 Fez, I could do 3 Portable, or I could do the recent 3 Reload. Um, and Because 4, I would certainly do 4 golden. 5, I would certainly do 5 royal. Yeah, but I mean, I haven't really gotten to that point yet, because, yeah, it's like kind of like Pokemon Violet. There would be points where I would kind of have to split off and maybe, like, do another game or so. It's just, instead of going from one Pokemon game to another, I would go from, like, Persona to like a shorter game, like a platformer or an indie or a short indie title, just to kind of break the pace a little bit. And then once I get like a good few of like the shorter game in, I'll probably start the playthrough back up, just so that we'll have a little bit of variety. Kind of on the note of a little bit of variety, I know that I've been pretty heavy on like the Pokemon part so far, because it's like I've already done more in the past 2 months with Pokemon than I did when I was doing Shantae and the Pirate's Curse the past year. And I mean, granted, 2023 was a bit of a toughie, especially in the first half of the year. So and I am hoping that things have thankfully kind of started off a little bit better, but I don't want to jinx it. So but since I've already kind of got quite a few Pokemon parts, this would also be kind of a good opportunity to do some one-offs, like those solo discussion streams. I already have a couple in mind to do. I've also one thing that I haven't done last year was do a special stream for the first year anniversary of Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel, so I plan to hopefully rectify that with the second anniversary of Master Duel. And let's see. And I recently got a couple of games that I meant to get last year, but didn't really have the time or money to do so. And thanks to a Valentine's Day gift card from my girlfriend, I was able to get a couple of those. I got Persona 5 Tactica and Super Mario Brothers RPG. So I want to do like a first impression streams for both of those games, even though they've been out for a while. They'll be my first impressions anyway. And then, yeah, at some point, definitely like in March or April, I definitely want to do the St. Jude's charity stream. So I was thinking of doing kind of a revisit of the game show video game idea, and and incorporate kind of a different way of doing kind of my donation contribution to that. So that's probably what I will end up doing. Did I not get a Flabébé? Interesting. Hopefully I don't knock it out. Ooh, that was close. I also frozened it somehow. Okay. But yeah, I hope to insert just a little bit of variety soon because I know that not everyone's into Pokemon, and I know that even everyone that's into Pokemon may not necessarily be into this particular game. And what's not helping is that um, there's also a good chance that that not everyone is into. Oh shoot! Come on, do not do this. Okay, that was a little scary right there. See, I'm unfortunately I'm gonna be kind of a little bit jumpy because of the bandwidth dips. Um, I probably will not be surprised if they happen throughout the whole stream. So I'm gonna name you Florissa. Uh, we'll put you in the box for now. Well, yeah, because now I'm at the point where I've done enough, and it's like if I just randomly stop here, then people are gonna be like, well, "Shoot, what happened in the last part?" It's like, oh man. Uh, so yeah, it's like sorry if I'm gonna be kind of a little jumpy because yeah, I would really hate for things to get a little to kind of get a little lost just because the stream I decided to power through on a risky. Oh, that's Floette. Uh, yeah, because I decided to power through on a rather risky stream day, so it's like, oh. Okay, Rock'em is pretty good to go, so Well, yeah, I mean, since I'm already kind of close to done on like half of these Pokemon, yeah, I don't wanna start. I don't want to start in regards to kind of too many of the ones that kind of need a little extra time. I've always dreamed of seeing a desert with my own eyes. Yeah, we're just gonna fight like close to these Pokemon that are just hanging out here. No biggie. But yeah, depending on how many Pokemon I would have to train up, I am kind of trying to figure out if I should do the Titan fight or do another gym fight next. Depends. Do you know of Kofu? Yeah, I'm trying to fight him next, actually. Holy cow, the Titan is right there. I am pressing my luck for sure. Just gotta make sure not to hit any whammies. Alright, I mean, you go do that. Oh, Lucha fainted. Alright, Cotton Pink is all ready to go. Who else? Who else would be handy to have? Guard would definitely be would be nice to have ready for the next upcoming gym. So might want to start getting you going. Do I have a Hippopotas? I'm not sure if I have a Hippopotas or not. I don't want to use any move that'll knock you out though, and I have at least two. Until I take care of the Titan, it's gonna make me incredibly nervous just with it right there. Like, man. You'll definitely be good for one of the Team Star. Gonna call you Hip Hop. Hip Hop. Can give me you a super potion. And I can claim award for making enough progress in the Pokedex. 110. Nice. Experience Candy M. Oh, that's much appreciated. Ooh, and the next reward will be much appreciated too. Get Quick Ball. Get some Quick Balls going. Yeah, we're making some neat progress, I will say. Okay, let's kind of get out of reach of this Titan, because it's just rolling around willy-nilly, and it's like, man, I'm gonna be in for one heck of a rude awakening if I'm like in like this area. There we go. Yeah. fight against Girafarig. Oh, so I mean, that's what you're gonna decide to use. Okay. Meow. Um, there's a Meowth there. Hello. I should just go to the Pokemon Center at this point. There's Porto Mirandia. Oh, no. Let's see. We're very close to facing off the gym. Oh, gotta fight off against one more trainer. Okay, I know I've picked up some handy things to sell. You're level 29. So... Okay, Magnet Rise. Wonder if I can spare a move for that. You know what? I don't really need Supersonic. Plus, it's only 55 accuracy, so it's like it's not really gonna work all that well. And even if it did work well, the darn Pokemon's not gonna stay confused. Okay, I think that's actually all. Hey. Well, I'm just gonna go and ignore you. With that, I think we all have all the Pokemon we need. So actually, what we're gonna do is I'm gonna go back to Kaskar... Kaskarafa. Man, yeah, that's the best I can pronounce it, at least for right now. Cascarafra? Cascarafra. I No, I want the Pokemon Center. Okay. Let's see. So we at least got enough to get ourselves going a bit. The other thing that's giving me a freaking heart attack is, you know, my freaking bit rate. It's like, man, cannot catch a break. Alright, and as I kind of figured, let's see now. Wait, I actually already have Earthquake? Dang. Didn't think I would get it that fast. Oh, but yeah. What I actually need is... Alright, I only have one of these, so I'm gonna hopefully find another one later, but figured it would be appropriate to get Blubberbub the proper evolution, especially because it could still learn all of its moves even after evolving. It's a belly bolt now. Alright, progress is saved, and we are gonna start the gym challenge proper. Just gonna go up this lift here. Volton Veluza! I'm late! I'm late! Ah, Kofu, wait! Ah, he got away. How am I supposed to return this to him now? Oh, hey, you're here as a gym challenger, right? Yep. I knew it. Of course you are. That big man that just left is Kofu, leader of the Cascarafra gym. He has a bit of a childlike side to him, and today he's run off to the market without his wallet. He'll be in big trouble without it. That's where you come in, kind gym challenger. Can you please take Kofu's wallet to him? Oh, you are too kind. I'd give you a gym badge right now if I could. Here's his wallet. I'm counting on you. This can be your gym test here. If you do this for me, you pass. Kofu is headed to Porto Mirandia. It's on the other side of the desert to the west. Be careful though, there are many dangerous Pokemon in the desert. Well, thankfully, I have already been there, so we're just gonna speed along. head over to Porto Mirandia right now. So that way we don't risk running into the Titan Pokemon. Alright, so yeah, we need to be in this auction house. Volton Veluza, where? Where in the world? Where in the world is my wallet? Without my wallet, I won't be able to get today's hot item. It'll be bought up by someone else. Don't worry, old man Kofu, I'll run and look for it right now. What do you want? Old man Kofu's in the middle of some super duper important ingredient buying. If you're thinking about trying to interrupt him, then I, his best apprentice, will have to stop you. So do you have super important to say to us busy folks? Alright. Super important, huh? We'll see about that. Maybe dude, I am just trying to return the poor guy's wallet. Oh, and there you go. Alright, will you listen to me now? Shucks, I let old man Kofu down. Dude. Give the poor guy. Dang it, that backfired. Now my wallet's empty too. Hey, step right up and tell me, what's all the ruckus about over here? Old man Kofu, seems this kid's got something to say to you. What's that now? A customer here for all walletless, moneyless me? What can I do for you? I have your wallet, dear sir. You forgot it. Volton Veluza, my wallet! Say what? Now my lobby staffer sent you out here to bring it to me? That's a huge help. Thanks for coming all this way. Guess I should apologize for my little prince, too. Hope he didn't bother you too much. There's something here at the Porto Mirandia auction that we really want to get our hands on. So as you can imagine, we were both a bit worked up to find that I forgot my wallet. Ladies and gents, you won't want to miss this. Here comes today's last item. Feast your eyes on the main event. I have here the legendary Wakame seaweed of the Hoenn region. Do I have any takers? Volton Veluza! I don't even have to touch it. I could see it's got the springy texture of seaweed chock full of nutrients. And just look at it. Look how it catches the light and shines so brilliantly. Oh, and that rich, fresh aroma of something plucked straight out of the ocean. I need to get me some of that. Now listen, kid, if you want to challenge me at the Casafar gym, you're gonna need some smarts. This is the perfect place to test you. Get the winning bit of that sea... Okay, so we're basically just doing the auction at his place. Now, you can actually also auction for some other items later on, too. So, you know... But this is just a good way to kind of... is a good way to kind of, like, practice, pretty much. Now was amazing. You put those grown-up bidders to shame with your bidding skills. Thanks for winning that seaweed for this, old man. I'll be taking it now, if you don't mind. Seaweed's a great catch. I'd be feeling low at the seabed if I fail to get my hands on it. If there's any of that money I gave you left, feel free to keep it as a tip. You could even use it to try your hand at the auction again if you like. Alrighty, I'm gonna head on back to the Caspar Gym now. Old Man Kufu's gonna prepare a real good battle for ya. See you there. So yeah, we just do an auction. But yeah, we got the additional 10 grand of Poké Dollars for helping them out. So the next order of business is to rightfully challenge him. Challenge good old Kofu. Ah, howdy there. Well now, Samire. You appear to be progressing well on your gym circuit. What's this now? Is this that kid I've been hearing so much about? Hey, kiddo, I heard you're, like, way too good at battling, yeah? You got some spirit, big shot. This young lady would be Rika. That's me, Rika here, at your service. And hey, I know I'm pretty, but no need to get intimidated or anything. She's a little farcical, shall we say, but like myself, she's a member of the Elite Four. What? I wasn't trying to be funny. Anyway, Tell you something, kiddo. You look fun. Like, interesting. At a glance, anyway. Naturally, she's one of our Academy's esteemed students. Oh, yeah, that checks out. But the battles you'll face at these gyms really ratchet up the farther you go. Indeed, your average trainer abandons the challenge at roughly this very point. But not you, right, kiddo? See you when you hit the champion assessment, you'll show these gyms what you got. Best of fortunes to you. Samire, I heard you reunited Kofu with his wallet. I can't thank you enough, though this is a little irregular. Please consider your gym test passed. Gotta have to kind of wonder what's the usual gym test. It's like, he can't be losing his wallet every time he goes to the auction house. Sorry, everybody. I got some business to take care of the gym leader, real quick like. I'm keeping someone waiting, you see. Please forgive me. I need to do this first. Alright, well, he seems to be pretty popular, especially with the chef around the Cascar. Man, I cannot say that name for the life of me. Hey, step right up. I've been waiting for ya. Thanks for the help over at Porto Mirandia. You did a mighty fine job. And now that I got that legendary seaweed, I can make some real quality dishes with it. But don't expect me to go easy on ya in our battle here. Oh, snap. Come on. I don't get it. It seems like it's doing well enough, but I don't get it. Why is it dropping like this? Oh boy. This is... oh man. Well, I mean, oh, no, it's back. It's back. We're back. Okay. That, that was kind of like the longest dip just yet, so, man, that got me really, really, really concerned over there. It's just like, oh no. But we're still good. It's like, man, it's like right as I was hitting the gym battle too. It's like, crap. Alright, well there goes the rug trio? Rug trio. Alright, we got a Crambominal going here, so what to do? Might need to have Shonime out. I really hope it doesn't end up using any ice moves, because that would be a little unfortunate. Prepare the rigging for a big transformation. My Pokemon's gonna rock the boat. Oh. Okay, hopefully this does it. Volt and Veluza, you're a lively one, aren't you? A little too lively, if I say so myself. Alright, so yeah, we are more or less halfway done with the main game. You got me good, I tell ya. What a great catch you are. Just like a master fisher, you held on tight until the last second and reeled in victory. Now it's time to hand over Gym Badge and let's get a real good photo together using a pose I've been wanting to try out for a while now. That's pretty creative. With 4 gym badges in your possession, Pokemon of up to level 40 will be easier to catch and listen to you when you ask them to do things. Let me throw this too as an extra special bonus. I'm sure you can make good use of it. Chilling water. Alright. The Use your attacks to target by showering it with water that is so cold it zaps the target's power. This also lowers the target's attack stat. Alrighty, it's about time I headed on back to my restaurant and get to prepping for the next wave. You come back to see me again now, you hear? Oh, Samire, hola! Caught you just as you finished up in here? Nice work, that puts you in 4 badges in now, right? Man, that's awesome. I can't believe you're halfway through your gym journey already. Your efforts are bearing so much fruit so quickly. It makes me just want to challenge you to a battle right here, right now, but I'm gonna have to wait. Cause I put together my team of Pokemon specifically to take on the gym leader. Dang it. When I battle you, I'm gonna do it under the best possible conditions, which means this time I gotta ask for a rain check. This is the worst time ever. Sorry, Sir Mary. Forgive me, forgive me. Well, that's all well and good, but, what we're gonna do, as long as the stream still holds, we are going to... We are going to, go back to the academy for a moment. Okay, and I figure just while I'm there, I'm just gonna kind of have a bit of a generic lineup, because I still have not decided what the heck am I gonna do when I'm done with all the academy stuff. So just gonna put like together a team that might make some lick of sense, and I'm gonna put the rest kind of back over here. Kind of means at some point I'm gonna have to move the Zoroark again, but eh. Okay. Okay. Let's see, if I remember correctly, we should have more classes over at the academy at this point. It's doing it again. Come on. Why must the stream be so darn fickle? This is not good. It's weird, because it's like, it's saying that it's struggling in OBS, and yet Twitch saying it's all fine. So it's like, which is it? But I mean, as long as it's like only like 3% of the stream that has dropped frames, it's like, it's still technically, you know, good, you know? So So I can't, that's not really enough of a reason to drop it. Especially since we're still like an hour in, it's still pretty good. So I know it's like I have to like brainstorm on how to like get like an Ethernet connection kind of going, because man, it's like having having to like worry about this on a regular basis just isn't good, you know? Alright, so we're gonna do some more exploration in regards to the academy itself, as well as more like lessons and stuff. We're ignoring you for the time being. Alright, so yes, we unlocked, I think, the third class, the fourth class, and I think the midterms. So let's get those started. Hello, hello. I hope everyone's ready to learn some new things today. I seem to remember teaching you all about the importance of eggs in our last class together. Ah, on that note, is everyone using their Pokedex? It registers Pokemon born from eggs as well as those encountered via other methods, so don't worry about that. And, just so you know, I'm the one who developed the Pokedex app. It was way before I started teaching here at the Academy, though. Back then, I was a researcher. In fact, Director Clavel wasn't working in education at the time either. He was researching alongside me at the same facility. We got to research Pokemon together day in, day out. Those sure were fun times. I got yelled at all the time, though. Wait a second, how did I get into this? Pretty sure I was talking about the Pokedex. Anyway, today I'd like to teach you about catching Pokemon. As you all know, a great way to catch a Pokemon more easily is to first lower its hit points. But there's another way to up your chances as a successful catch. Can you guess what it is? Wow, that's right, Sumeri. Great job. The correct technique for making Pokemon easier to catch is to inflict them with a status condition. Sleep is an especially effective status condition. It makes Pokemon drastically easier to catch. If you have a Pokemon that can use moves that puts opponents to sleep, like Sleep Powder or Hypnosis, filling up your Pokedex will be a cinch. There are other ways to improve your catch rate as well, like using Pokeballs specifically designed to be effective against certain Pokemon. Eating food that gives you catching power works too, or sneaking up on a Pokemon from behind to catch them by surprise when you start a battle. If you're having trouble, you may want to make the rounds to the gyms to get gym badges. Earning gym badges will make it easier to catch Pokemon of higher and higher levels. Please do come show me your Pokedexes once they start to fill up. Another day, another enjoyable class. Oh yeah, don't forget, our next class will be a test. Okay, so it's 3 classes then the test. We're gonna do the math. We're gonna do all the remaining classes first, and then we'll do the midterms. Okay, so maybe it's like 3 classes, tests, another 3 tests, or something like that. I mean, it's been a while since I've done the main game, so I can't remember off the top of my head. Hello, everyone. Let's have a fun class today. Tell me, do you all enjoy fortune-telling, horoscopes, and the like? I think it feels great to read your horoscope and see that it says good luck is coming your way. So today, I like to teach you all math while focusing on the topic of luck. Perhaps you've seen the following phrase crop up during Pokemon battles before: a critical hit. When a Pokemon's attack lands a critical hit, the damage it deals is increased by half. In other words, it does 1.5 times as much damage as it normally would. It is truly luck that determines whether your Pokemon lands a critical hit or has one landed on it. This can cause a great upset in battle. Does anyone know what percent a chance a Pokemon has of landing a critical hit? I'm trying to think. 12%? Oh. Okay, so 1 in 24, so 4%. The odds are more favorable for certain moves, though. Why moves such as Stone Edge and Shadow Claw have about 12. Okay, those have a 12% chance. You can also use a move called Focus Energy or an item known as a Dire Hit. Both raise the critical hit ratio by 2 stages. That's a 50% chance to land a critical hit. Feels great to land a critical hit, but probably not so great to be struck by one. There's a surprising amount of mathematical probability hidden in Pokemon battles, you know. If you're able to do the calculations that swing the luck in your favor, it may open the door for more strategic choices for you during battle. Oh my, is that the bell? I guess that's all for now. What a shame. Okay, next class will be our fun midterm exam. I hope you'll all be looking forward to it. Alright. We're gonna do history next. Greetings, my little students. Whatever you did yesterday, it is now part of history. Today, we will continue to unravel the marvels that history has presented to us. As you should remember from our last class, Area Zero's great era of exploration began about 2,000 years ago. This era lasted for approximately 1,000 years, but not a single soul was able to venture all the way to the deepest reaches of Area Zero. Having poured much of its human and financial resources into the exploration of Area Zero for so long, the Paldean Empire fell into decline. 200 years later, or 800 years ago, the Empire and its surrounding nations united into one entity. This was the formation of Paldea as we know it today. Ah yes, this very academy from where you are now filling your young minds with knowledge was also apparently established at that time. In fact, this school building, though certainly having undergone repairs through the years, is just as it was when it was built so long ago. This very structure is a piece of history. Things of old are truly splendid. I would certainly prefer it to not have the Pokeball portion, though, a relatively new addition. Aha! Perfect timing to make eye contact, young Samiri. Let's see if you have been listening to my lecture. Tell me, approximately how many years ago was this academy of ours established? Correct. The look of concentration on your face was indeed just that. I hate nothing more than when a student only pretends to listen. This academy was constructed exactly 805 years ago, to be precise. In other words, your academy here is 805 years old. At the time, it offered state-of-the-art facilities and uniquely innovative curriculum. As such, people used to say, those seeking knowledge need look no further than the grapes of Paldea. Or I guess oranges, if you're playing Scarlet. That's right, they were referring to Uva Academy. It is said that the proverb of sorts was even used outside of the Paldea region. Oh, is that the time already? I must have gotten swept up in filling your minds with knowledge. This ends today's lesson. Our next class will be our midterm exam. Bring the wonders of history to the forefront of your minds in preparation. Yeah, see, this one I can, remember, most of the answers off the top of my head because I've been playing Pokemon so long. Not so much when it comes to doing all the classroom questions and answers in the Persona games, where it's like, man, it's been a while since I've since I've been at school, so it's like their questions and answers are like stuff that you would actually find at a school. My dear friends, how are all of you today? You certainly look fantastic. It is time for another one of Salvatore's language lessons. Eres vibres? Are you ready? Eres vibres? Are you ready? Tres Bren, very good. My lessons are not a one-way street. No, none. I am très triste when no one speaks up. Very sad, that is. In our last class, I believe I taught you all how to say delicious in other languages, right? Oh, God. Today's class, we will learn about a very special phrase that you can put to use when the time is just right. Te tirabe te amo each libre ditch. Does anyone know what these phrases mean? Fantastic, Sunumere. You deserve a medal d'or, a gold medal. Te tirabe te amo each libre ditch. These three phrases, you know, I think. Why? Because they are all quite famous ways to say I love you. And what I'm not loving is that my stream is dropping off something fierce once again. Oh my, have I embarrassed you all, my friends? But this little Grayson el Efe, shy boys and girls, that is. It is so very important to express your feelings about things to others, you know. This is especially true for positive emotions. If you get married someday and argue with your spouse over some silly little thing, all you have to do is apologize and say, I love you. Ir bien, and all will be well, that is. I should know. Why, just last week I had a big argument with ma femme, my dear wife, that is, but I was quick to say I'm sorry, and all was well. Man. Come on. And now, apropos of nothing, let me give you all one of my wise words of advice. It is best to be quick to apologize when you have an argument with someone. That goes for your families, friends, and your crushes. I know you can do it. I believe in you. Al próximo curso, our next class will be the midterm exam. Be sure to review what we've learned in all of our lessons so far. Adios, matinee. Man, I am really pushing the boundaries of what I should probably be doing, cause, man, yeah. That was really bad on what my stream just did. The quality is going like very up and down. Okay, we're gonna do the battle studies next. Because yeah, even though it's still less than like 5% of my stream, it's like over 10,000 drains dropped and it's unstable. It's like, man, that's not good. Also apologies to the YouTube audience if this is reflected in the post upload as well. I mean, I am recording this, but I don't know if like how bad the stream drop is going to be. So yeah. Last time we learned about Terra Ray battles. Did any of you have a chance to try them out? Terra Pokemon are super strong, and the more difficult ones will use an even tougher tactic that you'll need to deal with. I'm talking about their Terra Shield. What happens when a Pokemon has its Terra Shield up, you ask? Well, it takes way less damage for one. It has a big effect on morale too. When trainers see that shield go up, they feel doomed, like there's no way to win the battle. So here's a question for you. If the Pokemon you're battling puts up a Terra Shield, what should you do? That's right, you're a regular Terra Ray battle master, aren't you, new kid? Regular attacks don't work so well against Pokemon that have their Terra Shield up, but having your Pokemon terrestrialize is an effective method to overcome that issue. A terrestrialized Pokemon will do more damage to shielded Pokemon, especially if it uses moves that match its Terra type. Dealing enough damage to a Pokemon with its Terra Shield up can destroy the shield and break the Pokemon's stance. That means it's important to properly time your terrestrializing in Terra Raid battles. In conclusion, As they say, fight fire with fire and Terra Pokemon with Terra Pokemon. Be sure to work together with your teammates to smash through your opponent's Terra Shield. Aw man, I was about to suggest we do some hands-on practice to really drive the point home. But I guess we're out of time once again. Next class will be our midterm exam. Aim for a perfect score. Oh, Sue! Oh, Sue! Good morning, Miss Sumeri. What class would you like to take? Alright, we got home and home economics enough, and then we're gonna do all the midterms. Class will begin soon. Don't be tardy. Hello, class. It is I, Hassel, yet again. I've been told that my previous lecture about terrestrial Pokemon was very well received. Thank you all for your kind words. In fact, Miss Dendra specifically requested that I impart even more battle knowledge to my students. So I've decided today we'll take another look on how a Pokemon can terrestrialize. And of course, here's Professor Gibble to help us. Now then, Professor Gibble, if you would be so kind as to terrestrialize for us. Now, what do we have here? Last class we saw a grass-type terrestrializing, but this time we have something of a different shape. Observe, a Terra Jewel resembling a snowflake. Its dendritic shape is stunning to behold. It's a little chilly standing so close to it. So, class, what Terra type do you imagine this jewel might represent? Alright, it's restabilized. That's good. Excellent, Sumere. Full marks for you. The reason there's a snowflake shining above Professor Gibble's head is simple. It is now an ice type. And because Professor Gibble is currently the ice type moves would not be very effective against it. Keep in mind, usually they would deal quadruple damage to Gibble. Now here's some trivia about snowflakes. While snowflakes come in many different shapes and sizes, most are classified as hexagons. I'm sorry, I kind of saw something on my phone that kind of caught my eye for a second. Just think of it. Snowflakes fall from the sky, taking similar shapes without anyone saying they must. Do you not feel the great mystery of nature, the beautiful enigma we lived in? This is a bit of a tangent, but Mr. Jacques' glasses are also hexagonal, aren't they? I almost forgot to mention that you can change a Pokemon Terra type at the Treasure Eatery, located in Medali. Or Medali. Though I must say the cook there is a little prickly. You need to get on her good side if you want her help. Now come prepared for the next class because it's time for your midterm examination. Thank you for today, Professor Gibble. Good morning, Miss Sumeri. What class you would like to take? Alright, home economics. Mr. Saguaro. Hopefully I said his name right. Put away your phones. It is time to begin class. In my last class, I taught about HP restoration. However, after class, I was asked by several of you about PowerPoints, commonly known as PP. Get your laughs out of the way, everybody. When a Pokemon loses all of its HP, it faints and can no longer battle. What then happens to a Pokemon when it loses all of its power points? Perfectly correct, Miss Sumere. Perhaps you've learned this from first-hand experience. When a Pokemon runs out of power points, it can no longer use its moves. However, each move has its own store of power points, so you can mitigate power point loss by using a variety of moves rather than just one move repeatedly. If a Pokemon loses all of its power points for all of its moves, it will only be able to use Struggle, an action that will also damage the Pokemon that uses it. In order to avoid this predicament, power points can be restored at Pokemon centers along with hit points. Items such as Ethers and Max Ethers can also be used to restore power points. Be careful not to confuse potions with Ethers at the heat of battle. However, Ethers are not sold at shops, for some strange reason, so you should use them judiciously if you find them. The stronger the move, the lower its maximum power points. Do not waste uses of these moves unless if you wish to quickly run out of power points. It is important to find balance in a Pokemon set of moves. As you can see, hit points aren't the only thing that you must keep an eye on while adventuring with Pokemon. I hope you will all take care to ensure that your partner Pokemon can perform at their best as you each engage in the treasure hunt. Our time together has come to an end for today. Our next meeting will be an examination day. Be sure to review well in preparation. Alright, I think we're all set to take all the exams. So let's start with the biology midterm. Class will begin soon, don't be tardy. Hello everyone, today is our midterm exam. It sure feels good to fill in all those empty spaces on the answer sheet, doesn't it? Take your time and contemplate each question carefully. Okay, what button would you use to let a Pokemon out of its ball so it can walk with you? The R button. Combine one letter and one number below to correctly say when eggs are found. Okay, I'd say A, during picnics, and 2, in your basket. Which of the following is an effective way to warm up eggs? B, walking around. What will not make a Pokemon easier to catch? Alright, surprising for behind. I would say, okay, so what would not make a Pokemon easier to catch is giving them a berry. What will make it easier to catch Pokemon of higher and higher levels? That would be gym badges. Which, I mean, kind of act as some sort of certification, but the correct answer is gym badges. Okay, and this is just kind of like an optional question that won't affect your grade. He's basically asking feedback for the Pokedex app. That last question was just something I'm personally curious to know. Don't tell the director about it, okay? I have a feeling he's going to find out regardless. You might be in trouble there, Mr. Jacques. You must get 3 questions correct to pass the midterm exams and 4 questions correct to pass the final exams. Okay. You answered 4 out of 5 questions correctly. Okay, I was curious on which one I got wrong, but that's okay. It's still a passing score. Alright, we got 5 Experience Candies S, which is the award we get for all the exams, so... But, they do add up pretty quick. So next up, we're going to do the math midterm. Class will begin soon, don't be tardy. Yeah, nah, I'm trying not to be like, the Persona games where I have like a set of answers ready on my smartphone. How much damage does Water Gun do to when it hits a Fire-type Pokemon? Alright, well, that doubled the damage. How much damage does Razor Leaf do when it hits a Fire-type Pokemon? It'll do half damage. If you spend 2,000 on as many as $200 Pokeballs as possible, how many would you get? Well, I mean, simple math... Actual math would dictate 10, but because this is Pokemon math, it would actually be 11. What % chance does a Pokemon usually have to land a critical hit? Okay, think that's where I got it wrong in class, so I would say about 4%. How much damage does a move deal when it lands a critical hit? 1.5 times as much. Alright everyone, time is up. Put your hands on your laps now. You're all concentrating so hard, I can't wait to see how you did. Do you go and ask for your scores at the front desk, and then take a nice break? Well, I mean, we still got a good few tests left to go. It feels great to get a test out of the way, doesn't it? Let's take a look at your results. Alright. You answered 5 out of 5 questions correctly. That's a passing score. Alright. Alright, next will be the history midterm. Alright, class starts soon. Don't be tardy. Greetings, my little students. It is time for our midterm examination. Summon your historical knowledge from the dark recesses of your mind and answer the questions. What is the name of the geological formation in the center of the Paldean region? The Great Crater of Paldea. What was long to believe to rest in the dust of Area Zero? That would be treasure. How many years ago did the Paldean Empire begin to rule this region? Say approximately 2,000 years ago. How many years ago was this academy built? 805 years ago. Those seeking what need look no further than the grapes of Paldea. I would say knowledge. Your time is up, putting your writing utensils down. That last question was a freebie. Even the least capable of you surely padded your score there. I sincerely hope you did anyway. So ends our midterm examination. You may ask for your you may ask for your scores at the school's front desk. Dang, you must have really little faith in your class there, Miss Ryfort. Okay, usual fare, so let's see. Alright. 5 out of 5 on history. Alright, we got 4 classes left. Okay, so next up is the languages class. I know, this is like very engaging gameplay right here. Just going through all the different text options. Okay, gracias, arigato, merci, and shishi all share the same meaning. What is it? That would be thank you. Which of the following means delicious? Delicios. Which of these phrases doesn't belong? That would be time to eat. When speaking with a person, what is the first step to smooth conversation? Compliment them. Oh, and this is just asking for the name of our teacher, so that would be Salvatore. C'est fini, time is up. Proces von stylos, put down your pens, that is. I hope that was easy enough for you, especially that last question. I'm sure you all did great. Bravo, my friends. You can check your scores at the school's front desk. Feels great to get a test out of the way, doesn't it? Let's take a look at your results. Let's get 3 questions correct to pass the midterm. Oh. 5 out of 5 questions correctly. That's a passing score. Alright, 3 classes left. Alright, and then we're gonna talk with all the staff, and then we'll see kind of where we are after that. Sorry to all of you who went to the schoolyard first before finding the right room. I guess we can do our test in the classrooms at least. It might be hard to write your answers out in the field. Alright, time to put your game faces and do battle with those test sheets. Alright, the higher the Pokemon's special defense, the less damage it takes from special attacks. Which of the following has no effect on the move's damage? That would be the move's name. How many trainers are on our Terra Ray battle team? That would be 4. What is an effective method for breaking an opponent's Terra Shield? Terastallizing and attacking. What is Miss Dendra's favorite type? That would be fighting. Time's up. Put your pencils down. I saw you giving everything you got. I'm sure you all get perfect scores. Well done, everyone. You can ask for your scores at the front desk. Alright, 5 out of 5 at the fighting. Fighting test. Alright, it's time for art. I do hope you're all ready because it is time for your midterm exam. Focus and do your best. And begin. What is the name of the gemstone that glows over a Pokemon's head when it terastallizes? That'd be the Terra Jewel. When the answer to question 1 is... yeah, I see what it is. Flowers, it represents the grass type. What shape are most snowflakes classified as? Hexagons. Where is the eatery that allows you to change the Terra type? Badali. What makes something beautiful? There is no correct answer. Time's up. That's it for today's test. Pencils down, please. I would rather not have students worry about passing or failing in my art class, but tests are tests after all. Anyway, good work everyone. You can check your results at the front desk. Yeah, I know. Mr. Hassel is the teacher that'd be like, hey, as long as you tried, you pass. You know what? There's nothing wrong with that. 5 out of 5 correctly. Yeah, right now I think the only one I didn't get 5 out of 5 was the biology one for some reason. Okay, how many of the experience S candies have we had so far? Yep, 30. So yeah, I mean, you could quickly level up some Pokemon that are like behind. With all of them, and I think the experience candies you get with the final exams are the medium ones. So it's like, yeah, you know, you could get some Pokemon to catch up real quick. The time has come to test how well you have all learned here in my class. Let's begin before the information simmering in your brains from a last-minute cram session fades. What is not the effect of a picnic meal? That is a good question. Increasing speed? Which of the following affects the kind of meal powers received from a particular meal? Fillings and condiments. Which of these berries can restore a Pokemon's HP? That would be the Oran Berry. Leandro wanted his Pokemon to decide on its own when to use its item in battle, so he gave it an Oran Berry. This will work as he hopes. True. If a Pokemon runs out of PP, it can no longer be used. If it moves, it only sits there in frustration. Okay, that's false. Yeah, this one's a little toughy just because of kind of how it's worded. Now, if you if you don't pass the exam, you're allowed to retake it as many times as you like. So I think when I played Scarlet, this was also like the hardest one. Oh, I got 5 out of 5. Yeah, I think I got like 3 out of 5 when I did this initially. So all right, well that worked out. So okay, now we can meet with like all of the staff again. So right now, Miss Time is, well, first off, I am gonna save my progress. Miss Time is right there, so we're just gonna take care of that one first. Please forgive me if this is a odd question. Were you perhaps watching me from afar just now? I just got here. Yes, I suppose you wouldn't have been doing something like that. I'm sorry. You see, oh, how should I put this? Recently, there have been times when I feel like as if I'm being watched. Not by a Pokemon, mind you, but by a person. I thought it might be a ghost, so I tried asking my sister for help. Okay, this ran out of battery. Give me a moment. Sorry about that. Uh. Yeah, one of the lights I use is not it's not plugged in all the time, so I have to either charge it long enough for it to be used throughout the whole stream, or I have to like plug it in the middle. Oh, my bed sheet is like caught on like the side of my pants. Okay, let me position this in a way that isn't too awkward and prone to like having things like tumble down and stuff. There, that should work. I'll just have to charge the tube light later. Now, a little quicker than I was expecting. It's only been like an hour and a half. Should have lasted for like 5. She said it most likely isn't one. She's good with ghost-type Pokemon, you know. Perhaps one of my students is quietly watching me, waiting for a chance to ask me a question? That might be it. Goodness, if that wasn't an intense gaze I felt. If you notice someone with a sort of fire in their eyes, come tell me, won't you? If they are too shy to come ask me themselves, then I'll go to them. You became even closer with Miss Time. So yeah, that's kind of her. That's kind of her side story. Is that there's a student that really wants to answer a question, but I guess they're like really shy, so they just can't seem to like ask on their own or something like that. Okay, I think with Mr. Jock, it's just because we got a Pokédex milestone. I see you've already registered 100 species of Pokemon to your Pokédex for me. Wow, little Pokemon, big Pokemon. Wow, you even have data of Pokemon of this specific size? So much data, so much to analyze. Man, someone's excited. My Pokemon research is moving forward at a great pace thanks to your efforts. Here, take these. Consider it my way of saying thanks. 20 Ultra Balls? Yeah, thank you. You're a natural at this Pokemon catching thing, aren't you, Samire? For your next goal, let's aim for 200 species. Yeah, it'll be a while before we get to that point, and I think after 200, he's basically asking you to complete the whole Pokedex. Which I'm not really planning to do. No, that's not what I want to do. I want to talk to... I want to talk to the fighting teacher. Oh, Sue, new kid. Fancy meeting you here in the home economics classroom. What a coincidence, eh? So, well, you see, Miss Dendra tells me she is here for intensive training in sandwich making. Well, no use hiding it now. Oh dear, I'm terribly sorry. Were you keeping this a secret? Well, I mean, not really, but it just doesn't look good. Doesn't look very cool to openly admit I'm here for intensive training, you know? Understood. I will be more careful in the future. Well, new kid, now that you know what I'm up to, I guess you'll just have to help me out with my training here. Try this sandwich. It's a result of my training so far. This Dendra's sandwich was soggy and hard to eat, and once again, the taste left much to be desired. Basically, she can't really cook to save her life. Although, I will say though, I would totally go for a meat lover's prosciutto, bacon, and chorizo sandwich. So, my player character has doesn't know what they're talking about. I guess focusing on muscle building ingredients really did a number on the flavor, huh? I mean, I would personally like it, but you know, that's not the kind of character I'm playing, I guess. Miss Dendra, I believe a simple addition of butter would have done wonders for your sandwich. Butter helps to protect the bread from getting soggy due to the moisture of the ingredients. It can also work to enhance the sandwich's flavor. Butter, that makes sense. Well, I mean, if you use too much butter, wouldn't that also make it soggy? Just a hunch. Thank you for teaching me that tip, Mr. Seguro. Why didn't you tell me that while I was making the sandwich? Well, you see, when I saw you, I had not realized you had begun your food prep. I thought you were simply trying to destroy my classroom. Well, anyway, new kid, thanks to you, Mr. Saguaro here, I may be finally getting the hang of this. Thanks for your advice. You've become even closer with Miss Dendra. So yeah, her thing is that, you know, she don't know how to cook. I can relate. Speaking of cooking, let's go to the cafeteria. I just want to talk with my home ec teacher. I just want to talk with my home economics teacher. Hello, Miss Sumiria of Class 1A. It's been some time since we've last met. Are you here to eat as well? Yep, I'm starving. I definitely wanted that meat lover sandwich. I myself am here to, survey the student cafeteria, let's say. I am observing the nutritional content of the food that our students partake of on a regular basis. One item on the menu that I'm particularly interested in is the peanut butter sandwich. It is sweet and quite delicious. Yes, perhaps I will order one right now. Oh, look, it's Mr. Saguaro. He is so fashionable and cool. I guess the teachers come to the cafeteria too, huh? Do you think you'll have an egg sandwich? No way, if he gets anything here, it'll definitely be something spicy like the 5 alarm sandwich. Ah, he's so cool. He'll definitely get the wild and spicy 5 alarm sandwich. Could I have a 5 alarm sandwich? I do enjoy the thrill of spicer. The look on his face. Yes. You suggested I have a peanut butter sandwich, Miss Sumire. I suppose I shall have to try one if you insist. Yeah, he's actually not a fan of spicy food. So I kind of saved his taste buds there. That was close. I almost forced myself to order the something spicy, my least favorite of flavors. I thank you for restraining me, Miss Sumire. It seems that the students tend to view me as a fashionable and cool, or even dare I say it, exuding a sort of brooding strength. I have a habit of acting in such a way so as to not to destroy their image of me. I showed my true colors to you just now without thinking. Please keep this as a secret between us. I mean, dude, you like sweet stuff over spicy. There's nothing wrong with that. So yeah, you could just get sandwiches here, but I'm trying to think if I have to like do something to get additional recipes, because our recipes are a little on the limited side. Alright, but for now let's just go to the director's office. Because yeah, I know you do get more recipes later. Ah, Miss Sumire, how kind of you to stop by. I must say, I am pleased to see you on school grounds again. Travel and adventure certainly have their place, but it does one good to attend class as well, no? Speaking of which, there is something I would very much like to ask you. I understand you joined a variety of classes during your time here at the Academy. But, if I may ask, which of our faculty members have made the most favorable impression of you? Good question. I'll just go with my homeroom teacher. Oh, Mr. Jacques from biology class, you say? Yes, he is a fine teacher, a most earnest and hard-working fellow. We are truly blessed to have so many wonderful teachers and staff members at Uva Academy. I firmly believe that our faculty is second to none in their commitment to our students' ongoing education and well-being. Thank you very much for sharing your thoughts, Miss Sumire. Okay, it became even closer with Director Clavel. Alright, next up is the nurse's office. So yeah, I think the director is just wondering just how we are doing at school. Professor Saguaro just, he's kind of going into conflict with his image and his preferences, I guess. Hey there, come on in. Everyone's welcome in the nurse's office. Sumire, have you toughened up a bit? I would say so. Oh, so you know your tough stuff, huh? But seriously, you look a bit different. I bet it's because of all the crazy experiences you're having on your treasure hunt. You need to tell me all about what you've been up to. Wow, that's super cool. I sure am jealous of you kids. You get to try out new things every single day. Me, on the other hand, I actually wanted to become a teacher. I'm just a school nurse, you know. I can't teach classes or anything like that. I couldn't pass the certification exam to become an actual health teacher. I took it so many times but no luck, so here I am, stuck forever in the nurse's office. Oh, sorry. I guess this is a very fun thing to talk about, but you're such a good listener. I find myself telling you all kinds of different stuff. I hope you could still come see me even if I talk your ear off like this. You become even closer with Nurse Miriam. So yeah, she actually wants to be a teacher, but for some odd reason keeps failing the certification exam to be a health teacher, even though she, has at least enough certification to become a nurse. Not sure how that works. Alright, here's Mr. Hassel. Hello there, Samire. I try to visit the schoolyard from time to time. It's good to see young ones with so much energy and vigor. You think so? Oh, yes, indeed. Just watching is enough to make even an old man like me feel more alive. Master Hassel, may I have a word? That's intriguing. You, what are you doing here? I have told you many times not to bother me here at the academy. Yet I am bound to come. Our family's future is of paramount importance. That's interesting. It was good speaking with you, Samire. Something important has come up, so I must excuse myself now. So yeah, the thing with Mr. Hassel is that he has to decide between continuing a specific family legacy or remain as a teacher at the academy. This is the thing with Mr. Salvatore. He found a an injured wild Pokemon. He's trying to kind of communicate with it, but first we're actually helping it out. Here, let's use a potion on it. Yeah, I got plenty. This'll fix you up, my friend. Yeah, that seemed to have done the trick just in the nick of time. But this Palmy doesn't appear to belong to a trainer. Could have a wild Pokemon have wandered into the academy grounds? Still, I just can't leave it here alone without anyone to make sure it's okay. It's decided, then I, Salvatore, will just have to lend all the helping hands I have to take care of this Palmy in this touch-and-go situation. Merci very much for your advice, Samire. Adios, au revoir, farewell. So yeah, it will eventually recover pretty quickly, but then the next challenge that Salvatore will run into is trying to communicate with it as it becomes pretty shy. Seeing that it kind of wandered into the academy pre-hurt and all that. Okay, so we've done our round of course taking and we've done a round of course taking as well as come on. Speaking with all the staff, so we need to try to figure out our next move, so to speak. So okay, so our two next options. We either finally deal with the Titan in Asado Desert, or we continue on to the next gym. The next gym, which is in Medali, where that restaurant is that you can change the terror type. So let's pop up our map up a little bit. Okay. So yeah. So for this one, this actually depends on what version we're playing as, but the primary type will always be ground. In the case of Violet, it will be ground steel. So I think having water and fighting Pokemon would probably be ideal, because even though fire type can work, fire type is still vulnerable against ground types. The other thing to kind of look towards is this normal gym. And then I think not too far off from that, we have the Poison Crew base. So that would be kind of like the next thing that we would have to kind of do. So, mean, if I focus like really hard on like specifically special effective Pokemon, the Ground type might be considered doable. So let's. I mean, ground types. So yeah, water fighting and ground types would probably still work because in the case of this version, we are looking at ground steel. So Rock'emole will probably still be handy to still have around. Quackagogo will especially be handy. Definitely not Screamagator. Shonime would have been handy, but the steel type I think probably wouldn't do itself any favors. Bellybolt's an electric type, so that's out of the question. Slugger would be pretty good. In fact, if I level it up, it will evolve. So, steel type would not do my Gotten Pink any favors. There's Castelia, but which has the ground type and a grass move. Combatant has a has the fighting types. That'll be pretty handy. Guard has both the fighting type and its flying type would prevent it from getting hit by ground moves. So let's kind of see how we're doing with that. So let's see now. We also have plenty of these candies. So let's take advantage of that. We're gonna need an experience candy M on you. 27. I'd rather have it learn payback than faint. I want to save using those candies though. That's kind of the thing. But I feel like if I have Quackagogo up first, I might be able to have a good shot. All right, we're gonna go for it. So let's head over to Porto Morandia, because that's how we're going to get the closest to it. Or no, wait, we can fly straight to the middle of the Asado Desert. Okay, that'll work. Because, yeah, remember, we're going to have to fight it once as is, then we're going to have to fight it with the power boost, with the Herba Mystica. Alright, time to actually actively run into and find this thing. Come on, where are you? And after that, we're probably not going to be doing a whole lot of Titan fights for a while, because after this one, we will have, like, the last one. I did not mean to do that at all. But, okay. I know I've been, like, seeing you all the time, so you cannot be that far away. There you are. Hello. Just what I freaking needed to run into a fully evolved Pokemon. Wild Pokemon while I was out. And that's probably how strong the Titan Pokemon is going to be too, so ick. So yeah, that's not your average Dawn fan, that's for sure. In fact, we're actually getting a quick message from Professor Toro. Iron Treads is a Pokemon that came from the great crater of Paldea. I ask that you do whatever is needed to do it with me, with all due caution, of course. Yep. Okay, so, and that's not a very effective move, by the way. So, kind of a little bit in trouble here. It's Speed Rose. Ah, oh, that is in one hit. Okay. Yeah, it is definitely too soon to be fighting against that. Come on. Something needs to kind of work in my favor here. Holy. So damn powerful. Yeah, see, this is why I didn't want to necessarily want to run into it. When I was... Please, for all that is good, hit yourself. Please hit yourself. This is not good. Hit yourself. Yes! Hit yourself again, please. Oh, yeah! That's not really fainted, but okay. Yeah, give me a moment, please. I kind of need to heal my entire team. Oh, man. That was rough. Like, what? I only had like 2 Pokemon left, and that was only the first fight. Man, especially because since the second one is there, it's gonna have there's gonna Arvin. We're gonna have Arvin with us. We might be able to pull this off. Keyword is might. Let's just not run into like other Pokemon. That'd be nice. There you are, you tricky son of a gun. The Titan Iron Treads began eating something. Samiri, look like you found yourself a Titan. Wait, that's the Quaking Earth Titan? Is that thing even a Pokemon? It must be trying to get pumped up with that little snack. Time to show that thing what you and me can do, Samiri. Level 44. Wow. Yeah, this is how sorely underleveled I was. I'm gonna use the score villain I caught nearby to catch a real spicy fish. Yeah, you just caught that nearby, didn't you? And the sucker flinched. Excuse me? Bro, I'm gonna need you to use something other than scary face right about now. Yeah, I am. Oh, I don't want to do that. Huh. Yeah. So yeah, if you could just do more Fire Fame, please. That'd be great, Arvin. Here, I'll do a low kick on it. All right, we're getting there. That is much needed. Very, very needed. Why did I think that fighting against this one was a good idea? You scary face, please. It's not helping as well as you think it is. You gonna pull the goated move with the? Oh well, hey, I guess it worked. All right. I have a feeling that I shouldn't have won that. Oh, hey, there's two of them. Yeah, I don't think that was supposed to happen. But, yep, my slugger evolved into a Gastrodon. Man, they haven't really fixed as many of the bugs as I was kind of hoping, haven't they? What even was that thing, though? I kind of feel like maybe I've seen it before somewhere. Anyway, I bet if we head inside there, we'll find more of that herba mystica I was eating. Let's give the place a once-over before that thing decides to come back. come out, wherever you are. Yes, found it. Here's our little herb. Alright, we found the sour herba mystica. This shape, this sheen, it looks like it'll taste horrible, which means it's gotta be good for you. Now then, let's see. What does the book have to say? Okay, sour herba mystica is chock full of nutrients and is great for boosting your overall health. It says here it works wonders whether you're tired physically or mentally. Perks you right up. No time to waste. Let's get some food going. Sorry for the wait. Here's a super healthy sandwich that'll perk you right up once you eat it. Plus, as a token of our friendship, here's another Titan badge. Gaze upon it in awe as you eat. Come on out, come on out, my boss stiff. Food's up. Ho ho ho! Would you look at that? Seems like someone's got a proper appetite now. Where mine just basically gulps it down. Alright, Maridon will be able to glide now. Seems like that fellow is also slowly regaining its original strength. Still, doesn't look like it's anywhere close to returning to its battle form. It seems healthy enough physically. Maybe it's got some kind of mental block that's preventing it from returning to its true form. I've read about it in books before. A mental scar, like psychological trauma, you know? I think that's what you call it. Maybe it had a terrifying experience in battle, so now it's scared to battle at all? Well, don't worry, I'm sure that both that brood and my boss stiff will make a full recovery eventually. So how do you feel, my boss stiff? How's that herba mystica working? Yeah, no pressure. Not like it's fair to expect every kind of herba mystica to have some kind of huge effect, right? And it's not like the effect has to be immediate either. Hey, it's okay, don't worry. Sumeri and I are gonna make sure you're right as rain. We got one more herb to go, and I bet it's the best of them all. It, it's just gotta be. Alright, Sumire. The next stop on our little herb hunt should be the last. We can't lose steam until we're done. Let's keep up our momentum. Here we go! So, yep, got one more for Arvin, but it's going to be quite a while before we decide to do that one. Especially because we did this one way earlier than we're supposed to do. But we do get the nice gliding ability pretty early, so alright, so let's see now. Trying to think where's a good way to get to Medali. I mean, let's see. I think if we kind of go I think we may have an easier time if we went this way from Porta Miranda. We would probably have an easier way to get to Medali, but so yeah. I think we're probably, especially because I have to do a post upload to YouTube, I'm probably going to end the stream for today. I think before I close, gonna just do a couple of things really quick. That I'm probably, well, the first thing that I'm probably going to do is I am going to try to set up a team for the next gym. Well, I mean, first things first, I'm going to actually properly set the destination for the next gym, which is right here. And then gonna kind of try to get a couple of Pokemon ready. Quackagogo would probably be handy. Not sure on Rockamole. Slugger, you were doing pretty good, but at the same time, let's see. Castelia's Ghost type may not be happy. So we got Combatant, we got Guard. Probably get Formation kind of up and going. Let's see. Any other Pokemon that would be handy to have at around this point? And a couple of Ghost Pokemon wouldn't be the worst either. So we'll just do that. And I think a good level would be like, because I'm trying to think. He is the 5th gym, so he is going to be a bit on the tougher side. Probably 32, 33, 34. Maybe 34 would be a pretty good. Would probably be pretty good. And I mean, I think we already got a few that are kind of well on their way, and we also kind of want to start training up some Pokemon for the Poison Team Star. The Poison Team Star fight too. So gonna have to see regarding that. So yeah, it will definitely be interesting, that's for sure. But for now, I think, yeah, this would be kind of like a good starting point, and then probably kind of work my way back, seeing what Pokemon that I've had for a while that might be a bit helpful, that might need a little bit of extra training or so. But for now, we're gonna start with like these 6, and then go from there. Yeah, just get them to like maybe level 33 or so. Just kind of see how that'll work. Okay, just gonna save my adventure. All right. Well, I mean, for the time being, that is going to be all. Sorry it took a while for me to get a stream going. Definitely apologize for all the times where it kind of got a little dicey here and there, especially with kind of like, like all the frame rate drops and stuff like that, and that it's a little shorter this time around. Hopefully next stream will be a little bit more on the steadier side. But until then, I do appreciate everyone for tuning in. Assuming that, you needed something to do or watch if you weren't interested at the Super Bowl, or if you were interested, it wasn't going the way that you wanted to or something. Yeah, I think I just saw breaking news that the winner of the Super Bowl were the Kansas City Chiefs. Apparently, it's their 2nd one in a row. That's nice for them. I think that's the team that had that football player that Taylor Swift was dating too, and that was causing quite a bit of a stir. So yeah, I'm probably gonna be hearing that all that stuff for a while longer now. But yeah, with all that said, if you were just wanting to see something other than the Super Bowl, or if the commercials didn't end up being that interesting or whatnot, hopefully I was able to provide some form of entertainment at the very least, and hopefully next time, things will be a little bit on the steadier end. Hopefully I'll actually be able to multi-stream, this time. So for those of you on YouTube, yeah, this will be a upload, and I will hopefully have it ready for you shortly. Then, aside from that, hopefully I will see everyone at the next stream. So until then, I wish you all a wonderful evening, and take care.